Hi everyone, this is Dr. Devon Barley with Greenwich Chiropractic, and in this video series we're talking a lot about shoulder pain. Now this happens to most people at some point because the shoulder is the most movable joint in the body, and for that reason we're always at a play when we talk about injury between stability and mobility. And because mobility is what the shoulder has a lot of, sometimes that makes it more unstable or more prone to injury. The shoulder itself is complicated. If we talk about the rotator cuff alone, it has 8 muscle attachments. So we can have pain that is very similar and it have be a completely different structure. So important diagnosis with a healthcare professional is important. But if you're experiencing shoulder pain, these are 3 stretches that you can do that actually work, that will help alleviate some of that discomfort. The first one is a bit of a trap stretch. Now, when we talk about the trapezius muscle, while it's not part of the rotator cuff complex, if we're trying to modulate how we move or compensate, a lot of times what's going to happen is the trap is going to engage to try to make up for the lack of range of motion that's happening in the shoulder. So a very easy stretch to do is the chicken wing stretch. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your whatever side you want to stretch, you're going to pull over to the opposite side. It makes a chicken wing. And you're going to lean your head over to the same side of the wing. You're going to hold for about 10 seconds and do that 3 times on both sides if you want. Let's make it even, okay? The second thing that's really important when we talk about shoulder mobility is internal rotation, and that is getting your hand behind the back of your head. So what we want to do during this stretch is we actually want to use the opposite hand. We want to grab a towel and hang it off your back, grab onto the bottom of it with the side you want to stretch, and without doing any work on the affected shoulder, you want to actually pull up from the opposite side within comfort level to increase that internal range of motion and sort of floss that joint a little bit. Again, same thing, 3 times on that side, hold for 10 seconds at the top of the stretch. And then the last one, and this is very simple but honestly overlooked, is a lot of shoulder pain can be a result of things like arthritis or impingement, which is a lack of space or crowding of the tendons that sit in that area. And so we just want to work on a gentle mobility exercises that doesn't put strain on it by doing some pot stir. So all you're going to do is kind of lean forward, let your body hang, let gravity do the work, and rotate counterclockwise and then rotate clockwise. And you're going to do 10 revolutions each time. Hold for 10 seconds. At the end, do 3 sets of that, okay? And between those 3 exercises, that should help loosen things up. Obviously, it's not a cure-all, so if you're still having shoulder pain, it's really important to get evaluated by a healthcare professional. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you on the next video.